friends, what are we doing today? Today we are doing another check-in with my fading test. Now I've had these in the window in a tropical climate for about 1.5 years now, and we need to see what they're all about. I know I was supposed to do a check-in at the end of March, but life got in the way. I'm going to school, guys. I am a full-time student, and so the program I'm taking is kind of compact, and I had to devote my time for that. But today is the day we're testing the fading test. Now I have this side and some over here as well that we'll be checking on, and we'll be looking at all this. I have them in this nice and tight container. They're in here. This was kept under my desk away from the sun. So let me quit my blabbering and get into this. Now I'm gonna bring you guys in a bit closer because I have to stand up so you can see this whole thing. But when we're looking at it individually, I think I could just sit down and enjoy the view. Okay, so let's look in at this. These are the Crayola watercolor paints. These were placed in the window May 7th of 2023. Gosh, it's been over a year. And these are their other halves. OMG. Oh my god, look at that black. That black haven't changed a wink. Now these are the Crayola paints that I got. These are my vintage Crayola paints. They're from 1953. Even though the patent said it was from 1950, they didn't get approval until 1953. So that's why I call it 1953. And if you see, that black hasn't changed a wink. OMG, the black hasn't changed. There is no purple. And there's barely an orange, but that black. Gosh, I would love to know what pigment Crayola made that black out of in 1953. That'll be so cool. Now this line here, this one here, that seems to be really faded, is my Crayola paint. Now these were Crayola paint, I don't remember the year. These were copyrighted, but these were the more recent one that I got, that I actually finished. Like the first and only watercolor paint pans I've ever finished were these Crayolas, and these were the more recent one. And this is their swatch. Now this was placed in the window March 2nd of 2023. So yeah, it's been well over 1 year and 3 months. So let's see what these are all about. Wow. Now compare these to the one I just showed previously, and it's like night and day. Even the black is faded. Like basically everything is gone. These have been in the window for so long, and look at that. I don't have a purple, a blue, a green, a yellow. That's all gone, and only the red marks remain out of the black, the red, the orange, and the brown. So whatever red dye or pigments Crayola made their brown, orange, red, and black from, it seems to be quite staining. But apart from that, everything is gone. It's quite faded, guys. Okay, now it's time to look at this. Let me bring you guys out a bit, because it's time to kind of look at this now. These are the acrylic paints. I'm looking at these right here. These are acrylic paints that I got from, let me bring you guys all the way out, from a dear friend of mine. I had to re-gift them because I had a friend who was really good at acrylic paints, and so I re-gift them to her, and she loved them. So these are the ones that have been in the window that is on my board here, and this is the one that was in under the desk. And as you notice, guys, look at that, no fading. Let me bring you guys, let me see if I could fix this. Much better. As you can see, there is no fading. You would think that this just got for this side. Let's see what the other side is all about. And we start, and yeah, I think we discussed this color before. This flesh tone color. It's faded, guys. Of all the paints, this is the only one that has faded, if you notice. So these paints are really good. I have to tell my friend that I did fade in test with these, And the only color that she will have to wait, and probably the yellow, this yellow here. Yeah, because this has been in the window since March 8th. So it's been in the window well over a year and 3 months. And so she has to be mindful of the yellow, this red color, and the flesh tone, because they have faded. I'm looking at this color here, and it looks like two types of green. Like this look very yellow while this doesn't. Is it my eyes? Or is it not my eyes? This here, it looks like two types of green, and it's not. It's the same green. But somehow the one that's been in the box underneath my desk is more yellow than this. Maybe it's just my eyes. Maybe. Just here too, looks a little bit more yellow than here. So these have been in the window for about a year and 3 months. Okay, here is the Roman smalls. Now the Roman smalls have been, let me check, have been in the window since March 11th of last year. Oh my goodness. So this has been in the window for some time too. Oh my goodness, for over a year as well. And this is the one that's in the window, and this is the swatch in the box. And Van Dyke Brown. As I saw it, I know what it was. Van Dyke Brown. Yeah, you guys can see it too. That's what I'm looking at. Van Dyke Brown. Maybe Cherry Quinn Red, maybe, but definitely Van Dyke Brown. So after a year and about 3 months, this is what the Van Dyke Brown looks like. So yeah. Sorry, Roman, your Van Dyke is not as light fast as you think. Okay, our next check-in is the Marie's watercolors. Now, I swatched out the 12 set that I got and the Marie's Masters that I have. And so this is the one in my hand, is the one that's in the drawer, and on this is the one that's been in the window. Let's put them together and see what we're looking at. And since, did I put the date? Yeah, April 5th. Since April 5th of last year, which is about, we're in July, it's about a year and April, May, June. It's about a year and 2 months. This is what we're looking at. I don't see any fading. Oh wait, I do. Crimson. Crimson has faded. Right there. Let me bring you guys in a bit closer. Right there, the crimson. I see the crimson fade. And to some extent, the vermilion. Now these are the cheaper ones. They were the 12 set that I bought in my country. And maybe this color here, the deep green. You can see the Sharpie line coming through there. But the Marie Masters, at least the 6 colors I have, are holding up. They're holding up quite nicely. Yeah. Okay, so now we're looking at the Pointers watercolor, which is over here, and the Sargent Art watercolor, which is over here. And let's see if we, oh yeah, I see fading. I'm sure you guys see the fading I'm looking at. The pink, the ultramarine, yeah, those are gone. To some extent, the pointer is black. Look at it, it looks like different colors. The Sargent Art, all other colors seem to be holding up fine, but they're ultramarine, which is kind of weird that they're ultramarine. Let me bring you guys back in a bit. The ultramarine is turning purple when ultramarine is actually a blue, and the pink, and to some extent they're violet too. Yeah, the pointer's violet, the pointer's pink, pointer's red, ultramarine blue over here turning violet, and the pointer's black. So pointers has 1, 2, 3, 4 colors that are fading, while Sargent Art only has 1 so far. I'm just bringing it a bit closer so I can see at eye level. Yeah, Sargent Art has 1 so far, and Pointers has a bit more. And these were placed in the window. The Pointers was placed June 24th of last year, which is just about a year and a month ago. And I believe the same thing with the Sergeant Art, June 24th of last year. So yeah, those are fading. Underneath the Sergeant Art, I do have some Martini watercolor. They're granulating line. I have 3 samples of those, and they look good. And those are placed in the window, same June 24th of last year, and they look really good. This is the one that's in the box. The loose one is always in the box, guys. And this is the one that's in the window that's pinned to the board, and they still look good. So a year and a month since, they've been looking good. Okay, so now we're looking at the Arteza, and these were placed in the window of August 20th of 2023. So it's been little over 11 months for the Arteza. And let's see what we got here. The first row, violet tulip, apricot. The next row, I believe, is, it's kind of hard because the colors are fading. So it's kind of hard to see which row is which. Okay, this looks good. This row looks good. Oh no, spice apple is not so good. Yeah. So after 11 months, you have 1, 2, 3. For this experiment, I need to move that to the side a bit. And then I need to get this color here. Ballerina. That's 4. And then the next color is vermilion. Peach. I already see peach. So ballerina, peach for this row. I was at 3. And now we need to do the last 2 rows. One is scarlet, bubblegum. I'm not sure if eucalyptus is one, but definitely bubblegum and blush pink. Maybe white. Look how the white changed, guys. Let me see if I could bring you in a bit closer. Wait, calm down. Yes, look at that white in the corner here, right here. This is what I'm looking at, the white. This is the one that's been kept in the lockbox, and this is the one that's been in the window. And the white looks, you can see that. The white looks kind of bleached. I don't know. So we have a few colors that's been faded after 11 months. Spice apple, apricot, tulips, ballerina, peach, bubblegum, blush, and the white. So those are the colors that we are monitoring for the Arteza watercolor paints. So these are the Etcher watercolors, and these are the Etcher watercolors. Really? These are the Etcher watercolors? And they have been no change so far, and these were placed in the window this year, January 6th, and they haven't been no change, a little over 6 months, and they're looking pretty good. They're looking pretty good so far. We'll see how they look as the year progresses, but the Etcher so far has been looking good after a year or 6 months. Now we're looking at the Turner, which are these, and the Turners after February of 2024, so it's been under what, 5 months? The Turners looking good so far. So when we do another check-in, we'll see how it looks. But so far the Turner's been looking good. And now we're at Casper. I think these are the Casper paints. Now these were some bargain friendly paints that I bought in my country. Here they are. This one has been kept in a lockbox. This one has been in the window. And the only colors here is the black, their ultramarine blue, their phthalo blue, and that's it. Because I think the green looks a bit different. Let me see what you think. Bring you guys in a bit closer. This is what I'm looking at. This green here, yeah, emerald green is gone. So the colors that are here is definitely the ultramarine, the phthalo blue, the ultramarine blue, and the black. Those are the colors that looks, because this green looks a bit different. This looks a bit more yellow than this, so I'm writing that off. The last color, we have one more set. Last set is the paints made from makeup. How good is makeup paints? Are they light fast? No, they're not. So yeah, my 3 makeup colors are no good, as you can see. And the last one we're looking at, okay, so these were some from a watercolor making kit that I had, a Paper Fashion water making kit, and they had 6 pigments which you can make watercolors from. And of those 6 pigments, only 3 of them, half of it lasted since March of 2023. Oh my goodness, I forgot to tell you what year I put the Casper in the window. The Casper went into the window March of 2023, as well as the paint made from makeups. They went into the window March of 2023, and these are also March, the same date, March of 2023, March 29th. So these been in the window for about a year and 3 months. And after a year and 3 months, half of it hasn't faded, only half. Well, I would say less than half, because this doesn't look like the same color. This one here, I see the red, I don't see the yellow and the blue, so only 2 of them haven't faded so far. Let me move my hand out of the way so you guys can appreciate what I'm seeing. Yeah, so the loose one is the one that is kept outside, and this one is kept inside. And yeah, only out of the 6, only 2 of them has stand the test of time so far. Okay, so this has been a very informative experience. I'm actually wondering, since I'm testing out the core paints this month, if I should put those 2 in the window, because Roman Small actually surprised me. The Van Dyke Brown actually faded on me, so I'm wondering if I should put the core paints and put it to the test. Now, please keep in mind, guys, that I do live in a tropical climate, so I get a lot of sun. Whether I like it or not, sun is gonna come my way. Sometimes it's way too hot to bear. Today's pretty cool, but yeah, yesterday and the day before, yeah, the sun was just killing us. And the window that I'm using is I think it's a south-facing window, but the beautiful thing about this south-facing window is more like southeast, and so it really does catch a lot of sun, and especially in the mid parts of the morning to the mid-afternoon, like from 10 to about 3, sometimes 4 in the evening. The sun is actually beaming into my space. So yeah, so these does catch a lot of sun, even more so. I am definitely thinking of swatching out the core paints to put them on this and see what those are like. Let me know in the comments below. Have you guys ever done a fading test before with your watercolor paints? What was the result? Was it surprising for you? I'm not calling it a light fast test because I'm not gonna leave this in here for my lifetime, but it's a fading test. I want to see what fades, what doesn't, even if it's a cheaper paints like these Crayola over here, or the more cost-effective paints like the Roman Smalls over here. I want to see what fades, because like I said, that Crayola black stays, and that was one from 1953. So I would like to know what Crayola made that black with, because it's still there, you know, and it's been in the window since what, March or so. So yeah, we need to know what's in that black, because that's staying. Their newer stuff not staying, but this baby stays. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this journey, and as always, stay safe, stay blessed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.